Hey, long time no see, friends. We're back on the couch and we're hanging out.
Finally.
And we got bagels and I got a hot beverage.
Right? I don't have hot beverage though.
And we got a ton of comic books, like a lot of comic books.
I'm quiet, sorry.
Yeah, you're quiet today. Good morning. Charlie is awake-ish.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how early she'll make it out here, but she is awake. So she's around. But welcome to Saturday Morning Comics. Kate and I are here. We got some books to share. I got a box to open up. We got some things we've been reading, some things we picked up, and some bagels to eat.
Oh my god, why is my stomach making so much noise?
Because it's
this
hungry.
morning?
Eat some bagel. Eat some bagel. Get something in that belly. So it's been a little while. We missed a week last week because we were trying to, house quarantine a little bit, but it didn't end up amounting. Everybody came out negative, so it didn't matter. And then we missed a few weeks for Christmas and New Year's. So it's. I feel like we've hardly done this the last few weeks. So welcome to 2022, friends. We got Simon R, #1 tailgater in the chat, saying happy Saturday. Hope everybody is doing well. Same to you, sir. And we got Michael and Riley from the Downright Nerdy Podcast, our friends to the north. How is it going up in the Bay Area? We got Chillmonger here this morning. What is going on to you, sir? Good morning to you. I've been jumping into his streams a lot more often. I'm sorry I haven't been doing it as much. Finding time for all the channels I watch, but he's been doing some really great, highly entertaining live streams that I've been really enjoying jumping in on. Got No Good Comics, that comic book pusher in the chat. I've never called him the mayor. He's the pusher. He's not there. Can't wait for you to review Rain. There it is. There it is. What is going on? Fish Cat, good morning to you. Talk about a guy who does a ton of great content as well. He's jumping into live streams. He's doing his haul videos. Definitely should be checking it out for sure if you've missed out on that. Inja Binja, what is going on? Good morning to you. I hope you are doing well. I've been seeing you in a bunch of chats, and we've been talking a bunch lately. JG, what is going on, my Van Halen homie? JP says good morning to Kate. And then he says, no, I didn't see anything else after that. All right. Fine. You be you, JP. JP's been doing videos with his nephew. So if you don't know JP's video, his nephew Aiden has been doing these Book of Boba breakdown videos with him, and it's awesome. Like, I am not a Star Wars head. Like, I've seen all the movies. I've watched a couple episodes of Clone Wars. I've read a couple of comics, and I've watched all the TV series they've dropped. But I'm not like insanely knowledgeable on it on a level like Aiden is. So hearing it from him has been really, really great. So shout out to Aiden. Let's see here. Who else did I miss here? We got Gore Vidal. Good morning to you. Good to see you, sir. My dad. Morning, Dad. How you doing? He's out at the desert. Okay. Hope desert living is going well. It's the right time of the year to be out in the desert, right? Air Spider, what is going on? Good morning to you. Lots of good friends in the chat here. I wanted to share a book I picked up that he is obsessed with The Mandalorian. I mean, I don't blame him, JP. I don't blame him. Kate is looking at, as usual, some Stranger Things. This is the Stranger Things yearbook.
No, it's the
this Will Byers Stranger Things Secret Files. So it's like a little. It looks like a Trapper Keeper from when we were kids. Well, when I was a kid, and it's got all the little like things that he might store in here. So Will is the little boy in the first season that gets lost.
Yeah. And then he's in the second season, obviously. That's like the possessed guy.
I mean, more likely the Irish whiskey and a couple of family members. But, I mean, I say the man wolf for sure. Chet is awake. Good morning and miserable. Oh, no. His floors are getting replaced. Noise everywhere. I'm sorry to hear that. Paul is here. What's going on, Paul? Good to see you this morning. Yeah, Kate is a massive Stranger Things fan. So, yes, always more Stranger Things over there. But I picked up a new omnibus. This has nothing to do with Justin. So Justin, I'm sorry, it's not another show that we're starting, but my LCS had this in the lightly used section, and I saw it for 50, 60% off, and I thought, I'm gonna buy this. And here's what I saw. It's the Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 2. And you might be thinking, like, well, don't you want Volume 1? Bearded Comic Bros probably saying, hey, why start at 2? Why not Volume 1? In my opinion, all the greatest Fantastic Four stories, key issues, event moments, they're right here. They're in this one volume, Volume 2. And let me just tell you some of the glory that's in this one. The first issue that this omnibus starts off with, and I'm sure Chet knows this value of this book. This is the origin of Doctor Doom. It says it right there. This is Fantastic Four annual. I think it's 2. The origin of Doctor Doom. They starting with a banger right off the bat in this trade, or in this Omni. Sorry. Later on, you get, and I'm gonna have trouble finding it, the marriage of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. And I'm trying to figure out where that one is. I just missed it. Of course, you get issue 46, the first appearance of Black Bolt. Right there. Acting like I don't know Fantastic. I mean, I can't. Come on now. There you get the Black Bolt. And then, of course, that means right in front of it, you got your first appearance of the Inhumans. Let me find that cover for you. The Inhumans. Right there. There's the Inhumans. And that means we're right in the thick of some greatness, because right around the corner from that, you have, where you at, baby? Where you at? Oh, one of my favorite issues. This monster, a great issue dealing with the Thing, Ben Grimm. For me, iconic Jack Kirby goodness. So that's one of my favorite covers. Of course, leading right into Black Panther, the first appearance of Black Panther, and the second appearance. Wakanda, little place known as Wakanda. What's on Raging Cajuns is here. Sheena is here. What is going on? I'm just highlighting what all is in this amazing trade paperback omnibus that I just picked up for me, ostensibly, but for the girls as a team. Where is it? Come on now, baby. There we are. You get first appearance of Big Giant Baby. No, I'm kidding. Galactus and the Silver Surfer, man. Galactus and the Silver Surfer. This is all one giant omnibus. This is Omnibus Volume 2. I don't need Volume 1. Like, I love all the stuff I love from Fantastic Four is in this Omni. So for me, like, I saw this for super cheap at my LCS, and I thought, you know what? It's a great way for me and my girls to enjoy some of these iconic issues from the FF Stan Lee, Jack Kirby era Fantastic Four. So boom, I snagged for a steal a really awesome trade. So God, I keep calling it a trade. Not a trade. Not a trade, John. Not a trade. So there you go. Kirby's Fantastic Four with Joe Sinnott. Yep. Or Sinnott. I don't remember how to say it. Yeah, I totally agree. That omnibus has the first appearance of my favorite Fantastic Four character. Or does not. Sorry. I will say one of my favorite Fantastic Four characters is actually She-Hulk. Right there. There she is. She-Hulk. So there you go. Shots fired. 80% sure there will be an Omni FF live stream in a few years. I mean, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Super Pro is not a member of the Fantastic Four, bearded. I mean, fact. But one of my fantastic favorite people, we got the Robert Galvin himself. Good morning to you, Robert. I hope you and Mrs. G are doing well today and having a nice start to your weekend. So, brother. So, Kurt, I don't know if you just missed it, but this is the pickup of the week for me. Slightly used Omnibus Volume 2 Fantastic Four. So I'm going to be reading some of these over the next, forever, because it's an omnibus. But a really great series. So it collects, just so you know, issues 31 through 60 plus annuals 2 through 4. And some just great Kirby Stanley goodness. So there you go. Something that we are going to be looking forward to around here. Some collected editions. I also grabbed stuff for giveaways on Comic Gories. So I got another trade for Alienated, which is a great Boom Studios book. I got another trade for Firepower, volume 1. And then I got this for Omni X-Men. I got a nice hardcover of Manifest Destiny to send in my giveaway box that I do at the end of Omni X-Men. This is a really great hardcover. I mean, just some awesome Alex Ross artwork going on here. It's just classic. I mean, it's a classic for me. Manifest Destiny. So there, boom, got one of these to throw into the Omni X-Men giveaway I do at the end of that series, because I can't resist that. What is going on here? Jeff Schultz is in the chat. Good morning, Jeff, my man. Let's see here. I'd like to get the John Byrne FF stuff in an Omni. There you go. He's talking about Herbie. Okay, good. Herbie the Robot Butler. It's pretty awesome. I will agree. What is going on? Ariel Red with the $15 super chat. She says, good morning. Happy weekend. Very happy to hear you got all C19 negative. Here's a little donation to the Bagel Comic Fund. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some robots. What do you say?
We have to make friends, and do you still know how to make friends?
I've never had any friends.
Well, you have robots.
It's pretty cool if you have robots.
No, well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Did you keep filming after that?
Probably.
I'd like to know the after.
I mean, I did for a quick second. It was more like a shocked
Did
reaction.
you make new ones?
No, I didn't make any notes. Charlie's here. Good morning, Charlie. You want to pick the next one I play? Which one do you want me to play?
Kate can pick.
You want to pick one, Caters?
How
about
yeah, can you know me part?
Me Party?
Me party. A party for myself. I'm having a me party. And I need nobody else.
Thank you, Ariel, for that. Much appreciated. Did I miss anybody new popping into the chat? Everybody's saying, welcome to Charlie. Good morning. Thank you all for coming by. Let's see here. Oh, Nick is here. What is going on, Nick, the comic nerd? I missed Nick. How did I miss you? Thank you for coming by, man. I'm starting down a dangerous rabbit hole there, Michael. I don't mind telling you. It's getting questionable. It's getting concerning. All the omnibus I've been buying. That new Fantastic Four omnibus. All right, before we get too much deeper into stuff, I got to do this unboxing real quickly. So our friends Delphia and Kachoong, DK, they go by DK Comics and Cosplay here on YouTube. Sent us without any telling. They just sent us this box of comics. They didn't tell me anything. I don't know what's in here. What's going on, Luke? And so I'm like, what is happening? Well, I was trying to click on you, Rod. What's up, Rod, my man? So I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's happening right now. So I'm going to try to take this all out. I thought I had pre-scored everything. But I realized there's like bags and boxes in here. So I have no clue what's going on here. There's a note on top, and there's a piece of cardboard on the bottom. There are 4 bags here. 4 little envelopes. Yeah. It's been a little while since we've sent an AOK to you 3, and we made up for that with volume. So hopefully all of you will find things you enjoy in here from both Kachoong and my collections. So this was a note from Delphia. Let's see. I got lost where I was. We have divided the books into sections. Let's see if you can figure out which belongs to John.
Winky face.
Hi, girls and John. Here's a stack of books from our collection to yours. Feel free to fight over or pass these books along to others. Hope this package finds you all well. Happy 2022 Kachoong. Thanks,
you
guys. That's very sweet of you. Omnis are cheaper and better than 90% of so-called keys. I mean, if you're a reader, I agree with that, Gore, 100%. You get to read a bunch of things. They are somewhat expensive because you're talking about $100, but you get a ton of issues. So it's all dependent on how do you store it. Also, some people just have a hard time reading something that's that unwieldy, like sitting it in their lap, you know. All right. So we've got 4 bags here. Should we just give one out and see what you find in it?
Sure.
All right. So Kate's got one. Let's see what happens. Is that Mars in the chat? What's up, Mars? That comic girl. What's going on? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Hope your Saturday is all bagels and coffee.
Okay, can I open it? There's a bunch of things. So it's covered with some tape. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. I'll hold on to that one. I'll take the tape. I agree, Ariel. Delphia and Kachoong have been A-OKers with us since the good old days. I remember sending Kachoong a super early Daredevil issue where he reveals his identity to Karen Page. So we tend to go back and forth with stuff over the years. Oh, did I miss Bob? Did I miss Bullseye Bob? Sorry, Bob. My man. What's going on? What's up? First book. New Avengers Annual. The Marriage of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Look at that.
So cute.
That is a great cover. Who did that? Olivier? I don't know who that is. What a great cover. Avengers Annual 1 from the Bendis era. Look at that, Charlie. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I love it. That is a great, but we do not have that. That is a great pickup. Oh, Mars is all about it.
I want to read that.
You want to read that? There you go. All right, what's next, skaters?
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. I don't think this one's for me.
Is Jessica Jones the Spider-Woman with the hair?
That's Jessica Drew. Jessica Jones goes by a few different names, but a lot of times she just goes by the name Jessica Jones, just like Luke Cage just goes by Luke Cage. Like they are superheroes without identities.
Perfect.
And she's a private eye usually, and he's like the hero for hire.
Hey, Chuck, I think the rest of these are mostly for you.
Sailor Moon.
Want to look at them?
Get some Sailor Moon. What do we got?
They're
Let's hold them
mostly
up.
for Charlie.
These are mostly. This is a Charlie bag, you think?
I think so.
Charlie, come on. Supergirl and her dog, come on. That is totally for you. What are you talking about? Ooh, and with Harley's riding on her mallet. That's hilarious. Oh, Mars says, "Give me the Sailor Moon." She's calling dibs. I don't know that we've read that one before. What do we got here? Oh, Archie 700. And I want to say we have a different cover for that one. And Free Comic Book Day Riverdale. That seems like this definitely feels like a Charlie book. Ooh, 1941 throwback Archie style. Mark Waid, very talented writer. What is going on? Alec is in the chat. Good morning, man. Mara's trying to steal all the girls' books. I mean, why not? My daughter screamed at the DVR on the show. She doesn't understand YouTube. I know. We can't just talk to each other, right? It's not like back and forth. But Dad's trying. There's a little delay. It's a little slow. There's a delay. You want to open one, Charlie? All right. I will figure out who this one belongs to. That last one was for you. Let's see what this one is. You got to peel the pull tabs, right? Again, this came from our friends Delphia and Kachoong. They go by DK Comics and Cosplay here on Instagram or on YouTube. Sorry. This one might be for me. Detective Comics. We got some Batman. Ooh, look at that Two-Face cover. That's my guy, Two-Face, man. Such a great villain. This is from the Brubaker run. I don't know that I've read any of these. That is a great Two-Face cover. What's going on here? Oh, this is definitely looking like it's for me. You got Poison Ivy. Look at that. Ivy's Deadly Secrets. Ooh, man. That's looking creepy. She's like, is she growing a family or killing a family? Hard to know. Sharon from Life with Two YouTubers is here. Charlie says Charlie's Angels and the Bionic Woman she's calling dibs. Those are two very popular TV shows when I was a kid. Very, very popular. Because pretty ladies.
Sorry.
You haven't seen Sharon? It's been too long. We need more Sharon in our life.
Yeah.
Issue number 17 of the New Gods. Ooh, a Dark Side. Yeah, this is definitely mine box. This is mine. This one is definitely for me.
Books might not be.
Good morning, Stacia. What? There you are. See, look. She says good morning to Kate and Charlie. Sorry, she said hi to Kate and Charlie. She said hi to you, not me. You can wave. So yes, Dark Side all the way. Big Dark Side fan. Well, I dropped it. Elf Quest. We were talking about these the other day. You can read some of these digitally. The Elf Quest. So that's issue 19 and 20 from Elf Quest. I used to read this a bunch when I was a kid. Like, I liked that. That was a jam for me as a kid. Elf Quest was a jam.
Pull tabs.
Pull tabs. I'll put them right there.
I like
For
this
now.
one.
Get them out of the way. Jughead the Hunger versus Vampironica. Oh my gosh. We were looking at Vampironica at the shop the other day. This like Vampirella meets Veronica, but this is Jughead meets the werewolf from The Hunger. So it's a werewolf vampire crossover thing. That's pretty funny. Sharon, we're not guilting you at all. You've been busy. You've been editing. You've been a book editor, a mom. You're doing 100 things. Okay. Well, that's a good one here. Okay. One more? Last one?
No.
Daredevil
1,
267.
3
I don't know if I have this one. I think I have this one because it's from the John Romita Jr. era. So I think I have this one, but I'm not sure. Loving the Jughead Archie stuff. There you go. See? There you go. And Savage always needs Savage Dragon. This is issue number 2 with the TMNT crossover. How much green can you fit on one cover? You got 4 turtles and a dragon.
We need Hulk.
Oh, this is a classic. I do have this one. Robin Annual. This is a classic era of Tim Drake as Robin.
Is he holding Scarecrow?
He is not holding Scarecrow. I can't remember that villain's name. If anybody remembers that guy's name, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember who that is. Eclipso, it says at the top. So it's probably Eclipso. Ooh, and a great Cloak and Dagger cover. That's pretty boss. Look at that. Cloak and Dagger visually, the aesthetic of like the light and the dark, the way you could frame it. I think Cloak and Dagger really underrated covers overall. Really, really underrated. Editing is going well. Looking forward to Rena's book launch on her 21st birthday. Yikes. You have a 21-year-old. Okay, I'm not ready for that.
I'm not either.
It's Anarchy, says Beckerman. Whoop, sorry. There it is. I starred it. I don't know what starring your thing does, but there you go.
It might pin it.
It might pin it. Okay.
I'm gonna go
It's Anarchy. It's not Eclipso. So there you go. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger, right? Always got good covers. What is going on? Chaos, good morning to you. Yes, whenever Rod shows up, I am obligated to show a Daredevil book. That's just kind of the way it goes. So sweet. That was for me. Thank you so much, Delphia and Kachoong. Neighbors to the East Coast. All right, we got another one here. So I'm going to open one. You open one for Charlie. Charlie opened one for me. I think this should be maybe one for Kate. I don't know. Rod has alerts. I mean, that's fair. Tony, the old wolf, is in the chat. We need to hang out, man. Let's do an off-air, on-air, something. Let's do something. We should hang out. All right. Let's see who this. So these are all from our friends Delphia and Kachoong, and we don't know who they are, so we don't know who they're for. So let's find out. X-Men. This might be for Dad too. The official Marvel index to the X-Men. This looks like a wraparound cover. We're gonna take a look. Because we gotta do that. Yes, it is a wraparound cover. So here we go. Look at this. And on the back, Magneto and the villains. Look at that. Look at where's my pink and purple Sentinels? That's what I like. Pink and purple Sentinels. Wow. So it goes through key issues, gives you the info, and then talks a little bit about the issue in Maybe classic X-Men as well. Look at that. I can't claim them all, John. Sharing is caring. I mean, come on. Yeah, had my girl Storm right there on the cover. That is cool, dude. That is cool. That is cool. All right, so that goes in John's pile. X-Men 1999 yearbook. This one might, I feel like we've hit another John one. I wasn't ready for the wraparound twist. Nobody's ready. All right. Jubilee. This is not Whitewell Comics. You can't have this, but I think Kate might want to read that. Robert Kirkman's Jubilee. She's pretty boss. Yogi Bear. This could be for Charlie, maybe. Yogi Bear.
They're funny.
They are funny. Ooh, Charlie, look. Bugs. It's not Bugs Bunny. Wow. Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Meep, meep.
No, that was perfect.
I did a pretty good job. Starfire. I believe we have some of these, right?
Yeah.
We have the trades. Do we have the individual issues as well?
No.
There you
We
go.
have the trades.
You guys do love these. I know the Dick Grayson with Coriander stuff.
Uh-oh.
There she is with her dolphin. And I don't know who that person is that she's teaming with there. Do you remember who that is?
Do you see that cuff?
What? Oh,
It's an A, like
you mean
Hero or something.
Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica? We were just talking about that at the shop the other day. I wonder if this is number one. It is. Nope, they're both number two. They're both number two. I think I have number one, though, because I read it. That's pretty funny. Betty and Veronica and Red Sonja and Vampirella. Hilarious. I'm not a hoarder yet. Maybe that's the whole point of this show. Me buying books that I can keep, things like that. I missed a comment from Chaos, so I got to scroll up here. Don't want to ever miss a comment. Maybe the girls would like X-Men more if John didn't hide them all. I mean, he's not wrong. It's funny. It's funny, but you need to stop. Let's see. The Ranger was holding a list longer than a CVS receipt. Burn. Oh, Roadrunner. He's probably a mutant, so mine. There you go. Yeah, he is a mutant. Superpowered. Too busy planning her second book launch. It'll be a 2-year anniversary of Isle of the Dark. That's so cool. That's so cool. Katie's here. What's up, Katie? Kaboom.
Her next book's called Acceptance in Ice.
That's what the next book is called?
Yeah.
Does it say it on there?
The new book, Acceptance in Ice, is so fun.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't see capital letters, so I was looking for capital.
Yeah.
Do you want to open the last one?
Sure.
All right. So here you go, Charlie. You want to put the Starfire ones over there with I'm gonna hold on to that Jubilee one. That's coming into my pile. John says he isn't a hoarder as he casually adds them to his pile. Well played, Sharon. Well played.
Sorry, my arm.
That's fine. This is just a massive AOK here from the Delphia Kachoong duo. I know they're trying to pare out their collection a little bit, but this is like well catered to our collecting. Absolutely. And I figured it took a little while for Alec to cue into the Jubilee #1 there by Robert Kirkman. I've never actually read that storyline.
It's gonna hurt to take off. So.
Yeah, you're putting it right on the hair. Had to do that, right? But thankfully it's blue tape. So another book for John. Yeah.
Well,
One for
now.
John. And then, another one for John. And then another, and maybe one for you later on. That's what it is. All right. How are we doing on this one? Ooh, Xena, the Warrior Princess. You might be really digging these, Caters.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Dynamite. Writer is this is from Vita Ayala.
Yeah.
Who we met at WonderCon.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. So Vita wrote a Xena. I did not know that. Is this #2 then? #2. Great covers. These are David Mack covers. Beautiful Mack covers. Charlie is definitely taller than she used. She's getting very, very tall. But she's being casual about it. What is this one? Love and Romance. These are Golden Age comics, they look like. 25 centers, maybe Silver Age. Love and Romance. Who's there? This one says, Chuck and I had been happily married until the tragedy. I thought I'd never know joy again until the knock came on the door and I called out, Who's there? There you go. The other one was Hercules with Kevin Sorbo, right? It was Hercules, the New Adventures, and then Xena, Warrior Princess. There it is, Charlie, Betty, and Veronica. This is the cover I bought because this cover is hilarious. 2 cheerleaders, and then look at Red Sonja with like the giant sword gearing up to play football. I love it. I can't get enough. So hilarious. Oh, is there something on the back here?
Can I read it?
Oh, that's just when they ordered it. You can definitely read it. It's hilarious. Do you want to add it to where's book 1 and 2? Here we go. So now you got 1 and 2. Here we go. You can take all of them.
Okay.
And then just keep handing them to me. Let's hold them up. What do we got here?
These 2 are the same.
Ooh, Labyrinth.
Yeah.
That's the one that we saw the movie not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Jim Henson's Labyrinth. You remind me of the babe. It's the lady who her little brother got taken by the Goblin King, and she's got to go like rescue him, and she meets smells bad.
I vaguely remember.
Right? Mm-hmm. And all the fun little puppets. Jim Henson meets. So there he is. There's Pluto. My favorite my favorite Muppet of the Labyrinth storylines. Mm-hmm. So there you go. And then we got Legionnaires. I've never read Legionnaires. This is issue number 1. There you go. I love the original Labyrinth with David Bowie is classic. Like I definitely get some joy out of that. And then Pan's Labyrinth, I wasn't sure. It was a good movie as well by Guillermo del Toro. That was a great movie.
Oh, I think he did Book of Life.
Unicorn Isle. Yeah, he did Book of Life.
Wasn't he one of your friends like roommates?
He was. Unicorn Isle. I don't know this one. From the publishers of ElfQuest. So within the ElfQuest maybe world, mm-hmm. A 12-part fantasy adventure. Wow.
Cool.
Well, that was Power of the Babe song is now stuck in my head. You're welcome. That's my gift to you. I'm giving that to you. So that was a massive A-OK from Delphia and Kachoong. And I'm going to have a hard time getting to the girls to speak at all for the rest of the show because they're going to be reading.
I'll speak on my books then.
Thanks, Rod. Hope to catch you live later, my man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I wanted to share this. Can I get volume 8 real quick? We are really close as a family to completing a run of collected editions. So I've been slowly buying the Ultimate Spider-Man by Bendis and Bagley hardcover like large format size. So they're bigger than a regular comic book. They're larger size. And there are 12 volumes and they're not in print anymore. So you got to kind of find them on the sly. And some of them, 8 and 12, are very expensive. Ridiculous, because I think they just printed fewer when they got to the end. So I've been slowly catching us up. Now we are 1 volume away. We have 1 through 12 minus number 11. So I'm on the hunt for number 11. If you see one at your shop for a good deal, let me know. It's the one when he's drowning on the cover. Spidey's going underwater and some bubbles are coming up. That's pretty much the whole cover. But we did pull in volume 8 and volume 12 recently, 2 that have been really hard to find and not pay $400 or $500 for them. So Ultimate Spider-Man is very popular around here, and the girls have been able to kind of continue the story because some of those volumes you've read a bunch of times. So we are slowly getting there. The book that beat Fantastic Four's record by writer and team. The creative team of Bendis and Bagley had quite a run. And I think it's just for anybody who's like, where can I start reading Spider-Man? There's so many starting points. And I love a bunch of different runs on Spider-Man. You could dive right in at 300 and read a bunch of McFarlane into Eric Larson stuff if you want Venom. You could go back to the beginning and get your Stan Lee fix with your Ditko stuff. I'm a big fan of the Romita Senior stuff. There's a lot of options, but for me, I feel like if you just want to read Spider-Man from when he was a teenager, that was the beauty, I think, of what
Bagley and Bendis did on Ultimate Spider-Man. And so I'm a big fan of this run for new kids to start in. And my LCS, what did it, Michael, was my LCS had a few of them for real cheap. And then I found a guy selling online a set of 5 really, really cheap. So before long, I had like half the run. And then it was like just slowly and steadily grabbing ones here or there to fill it out. And before I knew it, I was only missing 3. And that was these 2 and number 11. So I'm getting very, very near the end of that run. Some of them are missing the dust jacket, so I might upgrade them to nicer quality at some point. But these 2 were beautiful. They were in their shrink wrap and everything. They were still like in pristine collections. I'm really, really happy about that. Spider-Man Life Story is another great one. Kyle is here. If you're not familiar with Promiscuous Time Traveler, in 2 hours, he's going to be over on the, let's see if I can find it, No Good Comics channel, getting interviewed. So you can get to know Kyle over on Justin's channel a little later. Well, I missed a Simon R. Bagel Fund contribution. And we skipped over this one earlier. And I know that they're big fans. So here we go.
Hey?
There's your dolphin. And let's see, what have we not done? Oh, the dog. Got to do this is for my dad, too. And then one more because we didn't do one for Kate. Sounds like Justin's going to start reading some Ultimate Spider-Man. I know he's reading a ton of things. He's doing the Frank Miller Daredevil right now, which I'm a big fan of that run too. So he's got a bunch of good books ahead of him. Let's see here. If you can find that, Kyle, you let me know. Volume 11 is the hardcover with Spider-Man kind of drowning on the cover. Just because they have the soft covers. The soft covers are very easy to find, but there's 24 of those because they use 2 soft covers for every hardcover. The hardcover has him drowning on the cover, just so you know. Something to think about. Let's see here. He's kind of liking it. And I will say there are storylines that I really like and storylines that I didn't as much. But for an epic run, it's just iconic. It's just one of the best. Absolutely. There you go. And Air Spider is having it. He's like, yes, indeed. You and V are doing buddy reading on the first Ultimate Spider-Man series. There you go. See? And these ladies and I, obviously big fans of that run as well. JP is too. Look, there he is. Until the Gwen Carnage stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Took a while to go back to it after that.
I was very confused by that.
Why? What was confusing about Gwen Carnage stuff?
Well,
Because I don't think I got that far yet.
so she gets like
The symbiote connects to her.
sucks up her life form, sucks up her life.
Ooh.
Like, this weird type of carnage, what it does is it sucks the life out of you.
Interesting. In this universe, that's what the Carnage symbiote does?
Mm-hmm. So it was doing that.
Huh.
So it could look like Peter, because Peter made it.
Okay.
And then, so she's dead.
It killed.
One's dead. Because
well,
it makes you
spoiler.
go all the way. It makes you go. But it's weird because then the next few books, like this one,
Yeah.
she's back alive.
Is it her or is it the symbiote?
It's her.
So are we, is it because, wait, which one are you talking about? 12?
It's not in any of these books. It's in the book right there. It
Oh.
happens, she gets sucked, and then she comes back
Interesting.
for some weird reason.
Huh.
Don't
So
know
it's
that.
like-
I don't know that plot line. Good to see you, Deep House. What's going on? Seems great for readers who, just like Gore pointed out earlier. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Did I miss? I missed a bunch of people. Mastodon, my music man. Good to see you, Donnie. I hope you're doing well. Wife wants to go pillow shopping. Well, there you go. Pretty good little. That sounds like a old school. Pretty good little Saturday. We're gonna go pillow shopping. We got Cade from Burning Block 99. What's going on, my man? Cade is here. About time Justin reads something, right? Exactly. Justin is big on reading other people's summaries. You guys are hilarious. Ultimate Spidey was great. Huge Bagley. Bagley left a mark on Spider-Man, no doubt, right? Let's see here. He hits that Marvel wiki pretty hard. You guys are hilarious. JP, like your group text, I forgot to respond to. Comic Talks, what's going on? Good to see you this morning. How are you doing? She becomes Gwenom. Yeah, later there is some Gwenom. Yeah, I got some X23 stuff going on because I got 3 right behind Kate. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 variant covers that I found for cheap on eBay that I really love with X23. She's cutting through the cover here. She's David Nakayama Glorious here, and then she's Times Square with Jean and Rogue there. So I decided, hey, let's do some X23 goodness across the back there. Let's see. It killed her. It was weird and seemed pointless, and it made me mad, says JP. There you go. Usually John is just having coffee or tea. My wife's probably making me a latte, which would be awesome. And then because she's better at that than me. I suck at making lattes. I can make other things, but not that one so much. Of course she becomes Gwen. I mean, good grief, of course, right? The girls, on the other hand, are doing bagels. Kate is the savory and Charlie's the sweet. So Kate's got the everything bagel with the onion flavored cream cheese, and it's already gone. It's been dusted. Charlie's doing plain cream cheese on a blueberry bagel this morning. Living the dream. Living the dream. So anyways, that's where we are on the run of Ultimate Spider-Man. Hoping to complete it this year, hopefully soon, because there are a few. I saw some copies of Volume 11 selling for like $100. Hoping to get under that $100 mark. It's tricky. I was bidding on one that went way over it, and I was like, nope, too much. So hopefully we'll get there, and when we complete it, we'll share them all. Speaking of fans of Ultimate Spider-Man, there's my guy. He got the Omnibus Volume 1 for the Bagley Bendis Ultimate Spider-Man recently. So, Brandon, good to see you. Good timing. Miss So, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I'm not a big bagel guy. Sometimes I'll make a sandwich with the bagel as the bun. So I might do that later on today. I have a jalapeno bagel and a leftover burger from the other night. So we made homemade burgers the other night. So I might just pepper jack cheese that burger and do it as a bun, a burger bun. So there you go. Let's see here. Sharon's off to edit some more. Have a wonderful day, Sharon. Thank you for coming by. Same to you, Raging Cajun. We need to get together and do some hunting again soon. Ultimate Chaos and Comics, super valuable. There you go. Kate pulled off the smoothest pit sniff I've seen. Uh-oh.
What? I didn't, I swear.
Yeah. There you go.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
maybe he's so casual about it.
Maybe
I didn't even.
You didn't even realize.
He's a time traveler, so it could have happened in the future.
Yeah, maybe it happened in the future, and he's just come back here and said, "You're going." Yeah, you got to see how smooth you can do it between now and the end of the show. See if you can do it when nobody's watching.
He's lying.
It's 5:00 in the evening where Tony is thinking about having a curry. Ooh, we do love some curry around this house.
He's lying, Kate.
Kyle's going to snip a clip and send it to us. That's called a smelfie. That's hilarious. I want to talk about a trade or a collected edition that I finished reading yesterday that I really loved and I'm in the midst of working on. And that's Strangers in Paradise. And it doesn't get talked enough about, I think, in our community. I know the people who love it know all about it and are obsessed. And the people who've never read it haven't usually found a way to give it a shot because it doesn't really come in easy to find volumes anymore. I had to hunt these down. There are 6 of these collected volumes out that are the full set. And you can see them right above Kate. I've got all of them. They're right there. So there's 4 of them there. This is the one I just finished. And the 6th one, the one I'm reading currently, volume 4, is don't know, back there somewhere in my bedroom probably. And Gore Vidal obviously knows all about it. Big fan. Chaos definitely knows all about it. No, I'm not gonna. I don't. You can tell the people that follow my Instagram because I went on a rant 2 nights ago about how much I hated this book and how I've done with Scott Snyder in life. But I didn't want to spread that chaos and hate this morning. I was going to talk about something I actually liked for a bit. You should tell Alec about that book. He may like it, says Gore Vidal. Ha! So it was about a year and a half ago, maybe a little more than that, that I got together with Alec and we did an episode of Book Club reviewing a story arc from the first one of these volumes. And Sharon of Life with Two YouTubers joined us to read it and talk about it. And I enjoyed it so much, I ended up collecting all 6. And now I'm finally getting through reading them. What is going on, Lady Fantastic? And I do hear good things about Rachel Rising, and I do think I should probably check it out at some point. So the plot centers around 3 friends, and here they kind of are on the back of the volume, and an odd sort of love triangle and the dramas they're dealing with in their lives from their past that seem to keep catching up with them. It is not science fiction. It is not typical comic book stuff. It is very much drama and comedy and real life kind of stuff, but done in this sort of melodramatic soap opera kind of way that is just contagious. Like you can't get away. And I really loved volume 3. It might be my favorite volume yet because it's just so like perfectly tragic. Like it does not end well for a lot of these characters. And you get a look into the future to see how some of these characters are going to turn out at some, and in the middle of their lives. I think they're in their 50s or late 40s when you see them. And it's like letting you know they didn't end up together. People didn't end up together the way you want them to, so that you can kind of brace yourself for the journey. And I think it's just really well done. Now, to Chaos's point, there's definitely some action. One of the characters had a criminal past, and it always keeps catching up with her. And there's this sort of criminal syndicate that she was involved with. And so you get action, but it's very subdued. And I think it's very, very underplayed. It's more for moving the plot forward than it is for exciting action. The action is usually startling and quick. So anyways, Strangers in Paradise. This is volume 3. I really loved it. And I'm already pulling it. I've got volume 4 ready to keep going. So there is something different that maybe you're not hearing about enough in our community. Terry Moore is the artist and writer. It's an iconic piece of comic book history. And the people that know it love it. And if you haven't read it yet, then that, might be something for you to look forward to.
You'll love it too.
Season 3 of the indie show will be only Snyder books, and John has agreed to be on every episode. I mean, no and no. The truth is, by then, I plan to have divested all of my Snyder books onto other people. So there you go. Gore, those small volumes are equal to the trades, right? I don't know. So there's 6 of these. I don't know if that's how many trades there are for the whole series. So there you go. I don't have the small trades. They should be. Okay. There you go. Do you guys and gals watch The Eternals? We haven't watched it yet. The plan was to watch it today. So this might be our lunchtime watch a movie activity. So we've been waiting to watch that one. So that's on our list right there. John reads Ultimate Spider-Man too big and Strangers in Paradise too small. This is the greatest comment of the show. Sorry to anybody else, but this is fact. I've got the giant size Ultimate Spider-Mans and the tiny pocket books of Strangers in Paradise. So there you go. I mean, you're not wrong. But I also can throw these in a bag, and I'm not worried about them getting bent or injured. I'm not protecting these. And if I get to the end and decide to collect it in a better edition, maybe the 2 giant omnibus might be the way to go in the end. So there you go. But that's hilarious. So there you go. So here's Strangers in Paradise. If you want a drama book that's not your typical comic, Strangers in Paradise might be something you want to check out. Charlie, do you want to share something you've been reading? Anything you've been enjoying? Anything going on in your life?
I don't know. I'm getting better at violin.
You've been playing the violin. Yes, you have been. You're in the school. Is it called the orchestra? There you go.
And choir. But
And you've just started playing like a month ago.
Yeah.
It's only been this last month you're now doing, and you've got a few more months to keep practicing before the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel about the violin?
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's a little easier because you can pluck at it.
Uh-huh.
It's easier to pluck and you can practice fingering.
Did you want to come and show us anything or no? Not ready to perform on the show yet?
No.
All right. But at some point can you show us something? At some point will you play for us? Okay. We'll put the microphone way back so we don't blow anybody's speakers out with a squeaky squeak.
I can make a really squeaky.
I know you can make some very squeaky squeaks. Nick's Kicks and Comics. What is going on? Good morning to you. He's going to be on Comic Gories on Monday with Lady Fantastic. So be ready for that. If you liked some Strangers in Paradise, which goes by the name SIP, for those that don't know, Strangers in Paradise is often abbreviated. Try Laura and Other Stories by Gilliam March. It pays tribute to Miyazaki, who we love, Hayao Miyazaki, right? Do you remember Hayao Miyazaki? Totoro, and yeah.
It's Totoro.
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 As it explores March's origins as a cartoonist. There you go. There you go.
He also did Kiki's Delivery Service in
I'm against violins on TV. Well, I mean, what about on your phone while you're watching YouTube? Does that count?
A kid at my school is so good at it.
Yeah.
One of my friends, he literally is amazing.
JP said he had a friend whose daughter played the fiddle and went to competitions, which is similar to a violin as I understand it. So there you go. Yeah, it'll be Nick and Lady Fantastic and Peter Parker's Comics and Scott Hazelwood, who's been jumping into chats all over the place. So those four are competing Monday night for our final regular edition before we start moving into the Winter Olympics, which I believe Kyle has made it to the finals. So I believe Kyle is a guaranteed lock to be in the Winter Olympics this year for Comic Gory. So be ready for more promiscuous time traveler. That's our first official announcement of person who's made it through the selection committee. So be excited for that. Yes, Peter's going to be there. So be ready. He's not really his name. Yeah. I have a feeling that's a pseudonym. I don't know. Lady F does take no prisoners. She came in like a beast, like a wrecking ball last time. So be ready for tonight or for Monday night. Charlie has also been researching a founding father as part of our fifth grade program's social studies program. So who have you been learning about?
Sam Adams.
Of course, she picks the alcoholic beer manufacturer, a brewer. So there you go.
I
So-
also chose him because he had a dog.
You chose the founding father based on the animals they kept in their house?
Well, he's one of the only people who had a dog, and his dog is pretty spectacular.
His dog is spectacular?
He had a Newfoundland.
A Newfoundland, yeah.
Newfoundland, and those are so big and
They are
pretty.
big. Was it like a dog that did jobs, or was it a dog that was a pet?
I think more than that.
That's just a pet. Okay.
But it's like I didn't think he would have a Newfoundland.
A Newfoundland, yes. JP says he's got to get to work on some Comic Gories for Monday. I mean, yeah.
Dude, that means you do too.
I got my contestants and my thumbnail done this morning. All locked, all ready. So be ready for that. Loved Kirby's original take on the Eternals. Haven't made up my mind about the film. Yeah, I think a lot of people are mixed on the movie. It doesn't seem like it's gotten straight yay, nay. It seems to be a little more mixed. Did you know there's a planet that rains? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, this is not this for a second, Grandmaster. I thought this was for a second. I thought this was No Good Comics trying to make me read Rain again. Did you know there's a planet that rains glass pieces, known as the Shredder planet? Because when the wind blows horizontally, the glass shreds everything in its way.
I don't want to go to that planet.
That's buck wild. I literally have pulled and put out all my long boxes in the room next to for prepping for Monday. Wow. Let's see. Good to see you, Michelle. She had her first live stream last night. It was an epic breakdown of that Moon Knight trailer. And I was in there for a bunch in the morning, and then at the beginning, and then I left, and I came back and I was like, dang, they're still going. They're breaking down everything. I thought they were doing the whole season breakdown. But if you didn't know, Michelle from Moonlit Comics, she has officially launched her YouTube channel, and she had an epic panel breaking down the Moon Knight trailer. So be there, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be ready. Strangers in Paradise Pocket Editions are complete, but they change around some of the issue orders for the side stories. I didn't know that. All right. The Addams family all suffered from alcoholism, unfortunately, but even John Quincy Adams did.
I thought you meant the actual like Addams family.
I thought at first too. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Sounds like a planet right out of the comic story, right? Exactly. I just take off the tops of all my long boxes so I can pull them out. There you go. Chillmonger, what is going on? Yes, definitely check her out. You should totally do that. If any one of my moderators is in the chat and can drop a link to Michelle Moonlit Comics, that would be awesome. I appreciate that. Or if I remember later, I'll go back through and do it. Let's see here. Deep House says Moon Knight trailer has already gotten excited about it. I mean, it was a very solid trailer. Very solid. Air Spider lunch was always such drunk on the show. Lurch, sorry, was such a drunk. I get it. Very funny. Hee. It was wild. You guys found some deep comments. 2 hours on a 2-minute trailer. You guys went full bore. But, Morbius doesn't do anything by halves. He is all in 100% with that guy. You got to know. You already know. If you're getting Morbius, you already know. All right. Does anybody have any last books they want to share before we move on to other stuff?
I want to go to sleep.
You want to go to sleep.
Sorry. I'm tired.
All right. Well, I got a small stack of new books that I wanted to show real quick, because I read all my books. I'm all caught up on what came out this week, so definitely worth mentioning. Let's see here. All right, so here's some of the books that I've read this week. JP's hot takes. Never been interested in Moon Knight. I never read the comics. I have a few great Sienkiewicz covers, but I have never been interested. At some point, I'll probably need to do that. All right, so first up, this is probably my read of the week. Love me some Nightwing, and Tom Taylor's been so great on this. This issue was very good. Last month's issue was one of the best comics of the year. It's just going to be it's going to be iconic. But this one was also just really, really great. And I love this cover. Really, really great. Nightwing was great. Next up.
What?
Justin. No. Next up, Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. Great book. I think this is going to be a real fun trade paperback. If you haven't been reading Rick Remender's Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, if you like a good crime comic book, definitely worth checking out. This was issue 4. Yeah, I think there's only one more. So the finale, I think, is coming up. You should totally check it out. I think Remender's an undervalued writer, underappreciated writer. And this is, I think, going to be a book that's going to be one of his best. So really, really great. So check out Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That's what. I don't know what's going on there. Next up, I tried the Devil's Reign X-Men. It was pretty good. I might read the second issue digitally. I like the concept here. I don't know how many issues it's going to be. So I think it's going to be worth checking out, but I don't know how great it'll be. I just like it as a tie-in, and I do like Emma Frost and Kingpin back and forth. I think that's a cool combo. Big Will is here. We got 31 people in the chat. I appreciate everybody coming by. Hey, looks like Mark led the whole Legion over here. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. You're awesome, man. I appreciate that. Nightwing always comes out first of my 2-week cycle from Midtown, so I'm more than a week away from getting to read it. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough. Let's see here. Miss So says, if you check out Moon Knight from the beginning of the late 70s and early 80s, you might dig his history. All right, there you go. I mean, there's so many places to start, right? The original like run. I think there's some that Bill Sienkiewicz stuff is phenomenal. I hear Jeff Lemire's run is really, 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 really great. So I mean, there's a lot of options, and I hear the current run is really good as well. So there's a lot of things going on here. Oh, and my latte has arrived. It says drink tea, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, that is piping hot. I love it. Kachoong, thank you for the AOK, Kachoong. You've turned my daughters, they're reading now. They're just enjoying this. The Sailor Moon's happening over here. And there were some killer books in this AOK from Delphia and Kachoong. So huge thank you to you guys for that. That was way above and beyond, man. I'm just going through the new books that I read this week. Next up is Blue and Gold. I've been enjoying this run. It's just light, silly, funny. It reminds me of like early 80s kind of stuff. Jurgens is writing this. It's just been a lot of fun. So I think I'm excited. There's just a handful left, but it's a really good. Darn it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Hey, Green Lantern. I think Green Lantern's been underrated, underappreciated. Thorne is the writer's name on this one. Really, really good. I like John Stewart. I like Joe from Far Sector. So for me, this has been a fun series. And then Teen Lantern has played into a little bit. I don't like her as much, but I think that if you're a Green Lantern fan, the current run is worth the time. I feel like it's undervalued because maybe it's not Hal Jordan or it's not a top tier artist. I do think the art is second tier, but I do think it's worth the time if you haven't read it. So definitely worth checking out. I always thought Moon Knight was Marvel's Batman. A bit of a parody, maybe. I mean, I get it. I get the complaint, but people who love it are obsessed and way into it. So I appreciate that. Anything that's that like captivating. Moon Knight has more depth than Batman. I mean, there you go. Teen Lantern kills the fun for me. Yeah, and she has hardly been in the last few issues, so maybe that's why I'm liking it more now. You know what?
Can I go down the hall?
You're gonna take your books and go read. Well, give me a couple of seconds. We're almost done here. And next up, Primordial. Been very good. Jeff Lemire. I think we're down to just one issue more after this. A little more psychedelic. So if you like a more psychedelic book, I know my man Legion is here, and Legion is a big Superman fan. Son of Kal-El has been really good. I've been really enjoying it. I don't think this was the best issue they've had. This might have been my least favorite issue, but still high on my list of entertaining stuff from DC these days. This one just felt less story. The story felt really light here, and I wanted more. So it was just a little bit light for me. Didn't really add up to anything. This was a great read too. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This might have been one of my favorite issues they've done in the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow saga. So one left in this, and I'm just excited to see how it ends. And I didn't have time to review this, so I'll have to do it another time. When I get around to reading it, I guess. Definitely agreed with all this. So I feel like up until this issue, it's been really a great job of developing John's character, Jonathan Kent. I just felt like this issue was not on par. Just felt like less of a typical issue from this run that I've been loving. We are going to get out of here. We got a day ahead of us. We're going to chill. We're going to read some comics. We're going to watch Eternals. And I might jump onto some live streams or see you guys in chats, hanging out, talking. I will be on Dungeons and Dragons on the JP Budget Collecting channel tomorrow night. I'll be on my channel Monday night for Comic Gories, the last regular season episode. And then I'm on No Good Comics on Tuesday night. We're talking about issue 143 now of the Uncanny X-Men run for Omni X-Men. So that's what you can expect us to be doing. That is a very nice latte. Enjoying that. I jump on to shows. Yeah, Showmonger. Yeah, happy to join, man. let's make something happen. Yeah, I haven't read Rain yet. Promiscuous Time Traveler. I mean, I know that some in this community are really pushing people to read that book, but haven't had a chance yet.
Some people.
Hope everybody has a great day. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out with us, and we will see you all again soon.